Testing. Check.
What's up?
Check. Hello. Welcome to an extra special episode of Trek in the Valley, the non-encyclopedic Star Trek The Original Series recap and rewatch podcast co-hosted by myself, Adam Ordall Quinnell, and my buddy Al.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? It's Al Hirt here. What's up?
Mr. Al Hirt. What is up indeed, Al? We don't have an episode to talk about this week.
No,
we're done.
The end.
We are
of
in
season 2.
We are in the area between galaxies right now. Like if you think of each season as like it's that hard to push through membrane around the galaxy.
Do you know what it reminds me of? That episode where they go in that spaceship and there's that alternate dimension and it's like that blue screen and it's those two guys tackling each other.
Yes!
That's where we are right now.
So the two...
We're tackling ourselves in that alternate dimension. That was season 1, right?
No, that was season 2.
No.
I think so, yeah. And somebody was talking shit. No, it was season 1.
Okay, I was going to say.
Somebody was talking mad shit about it on the... So we've got a Facebook group. In case you didn't know.
Great.
So I got real mad at Twitter when it became X, and I was just like, I'm done
You're
with
out of
this.
there.
I'm done with this thing I've invested hundreds of hours of staring at. And I hate Facebook, but I hadn't been on Facebook in like 5 years, so I just felt like I'd lost touch with every single person in my life during the pandemic that I don't see every day.
Sounds about right. You're good.
So I got back on Facebook, but then I was like, I should start a Facebook group for Trek in the Valley to promote the podcast. And so I follow a bunch of these Star Trek fan pages and shit that have like lots of like hundreds of thousands of people or whatever. And somebody posted from that episode, or somebody was like, I was trying to remember this episode. What is it? And somebody told him, and then everybody just started bagging on it. Let me go back to season 1. It was, which one was it? There. So this is Trek in the Valley. Usually we get together and we discuss an episode of Star Trek, the original series.
This episode, though, we're going to do this little special recap or re-rendition here, see if we could remember everything we've seen over these past couple of episodes.
The alternative factor.
Yes.
People hated it.
This is the alternative episode. That's what we'll call it right now.
Yeah. So
we're in betweens.
So between seasons, because I always like to think, or the only other time I guess this happened, I was like we should have a little time between seasons because I feel like we're gonna make all these big changes, or like we don't really change too much.
No, not too much.
So this time we're gonna do like 4 to 6 weeks of bonus episodes, which is gonna consist of today we're gonna recap season 2 and just kind of chat about the episodes and see what, if anything, we remember. And then we're going to go into the movies again. We're going to watch Star Trek 5, The Undiscovered Country. I think that's what that one's called.
I hope it refreshes the taste in my mouth from the whales, man.
Yeah, dude.
That was the last thing.
Yeah.
I remember that Star Trek movies.
I really like 4 still, I found when I watched it.
Off the rails.
Fucking hilarious, dude. Some of the best, funniest shit. But yeah, so last week, like we can still do this part. Last week we talked about bread and circus, or no. Last week we talked about Operation Assignment Earth.
The one where you're like, damn, they just time traveled and just casually put it in the back burner.
Yeah, they're just like, hey, so anyway, we went back in time to make sure they just wanted to go back. They just wanted to go back in time and figure out how one little thing happened.
Yeah.
And then they met American Doctor Who, Gary 7.
And then the whole clever shtick at the end was like, oh, well, we had to be involved anyways to help prevent this nuclear war.
Yeah, dude, we were always there. Oh, good old time travel. Good old not giving a shit about how tight your time travel is.
And they had to interact with someone who was, what was that 7? Gary 7, an alien, right?
Yeah, Gary, no, he wasn't an alien. He was a human, but from the outer reaches of space.
Ah, that's right.
So probably kind of born on Earth or no, he was born in space.
What's that guy? Star-Lord, like Star-Lord.
Yeah, right? Like Star-Lord.
From Earth. Ends up in the outer reaches of space.
Yeah, he's basically exactly like Star-Lord, Gary Seven. That was the episode with Robert Lansing and Terry Garr, and then it was Kirk and Spock just kind of standing around,
really
going
got
like
sidelined.
Yeah, they didn't do jack or shit. They did nothing. And then we never got that show. Huge bummer.
We got fanfic though.
That was the other thing. Oh, dude, somebody on the fucking Facebook group told me that there are novels that take place between that are about Gary Seven and Kirk, like stopping Khan and putting him in the fucking the Botany Bay and sending him into deep space.
What?
And it's just like none of that makes sense. They would,
Okay.
unless the Men in Black show up and neuralize Kirk. After they do it, because Kirk is like, who's this Khan fellow? Not, oh yeah, me and my outer space Doctor Who buddy Gary Seven put this guy in a prison.
You cannot forget Gary Seven.
I'm thinking about buying those novels and like doing a segment in season 3 where I take like 5 minutes and like tell you the story of one of the chapters that I read.
Okay.
And then just we'll do it chapter by chapter or however much it would break up so that we cover the whole novel in a season.
That'd be
Something
smart.
fun. Keep people coming back. So this
let's get it started.
So this year, what do you remember about season 2, episode 1, which is just a fucking banger? Like this season started so hot. Amok Time. Do you remember which one that was?
Spock being angsty, and then there was a battle.
Spock being horny.
horny and
Yeah, and mad that he's not
angsty.
fucking. It's the Ponfar.
The Pon. That's what the word is.
Yeah.
Ponfar.
And then Spock has to kill Kirk. And then they just revive Kirk as soon as people leave.
No, Kirk gets a shot by Bones to knock him out.
Yeah,
and then he falls asleep.
Then they beam him up.
Or what is Spock's like? So I didn't really kill him. What the hell, guys?
See, you remembered more about it than I did. There you go.
There you go. I remember that.
Yeah.
Right.
I love that episode.
Yeah, actually, that one was a pretty good start.
Dude,
for
the
lady,
season. The lady who played T'Pring, the lady who dude, it was fucking T'Pring. It was T'Pring Spock's wife, or was that? Who was the T'Pau is T'Pring was Spock's wife, and T'Pau was like the Vulcan High Council lady who like watched over it. She was fucking awesome. Mm-hmm. That Cecilia Lovsky played T'Pau, and she was great.
She was the one that called out Kirk, right? She called out Kirk's lie and all that.
Yep, and also she was her character is in Enterprise a lot. So that was season 2, episode 1, Amok Time. And then, of course, your favorite episode, Who Mourns for Adonis?
This is like the base like Saturday morning cartoon Star Trek episode.
Except kind of.
This is how I reference every okay, is this bad? But is it worse than Who Mourns for Adonis? Or is it better than Who Mourns for Adonis?
So Who Mourns for Adonis is where they find a Greek god or a Roman god in space. Mm-hmm. And then it turns out that
they left Earth.
They were outer space people that came to Earth, taught humans about all the Greek god stuff, and then buggered off to deep space.
And then turns out they need beliefs to be stronger. Yes. No one to believe them.
No one to believe in them. They dissolve. He shoots lightning. Yeah. He tricks a lady into think he is in love with an Enterprise lady. Who Mourns for Adonis? Lots of good costumes.
I like the shot of the opening title shot. With the hand on the ship. Yes! That's the best part.
Thank you. Yes. Mm-hmm. No, that was my phone screen background for a while. That's especially in the remastered one.
Oh, yeah. The hand looks clean.
Dude. Yes. Excellent.
There's good effects, but the story's meh.
Yeah, and honestly, they tell a very similar story better later in the season.
Yeah.
They meet the future, the aliens, the orb people. Remember that are like we super powerful. You might be our descendants who found us. Same shit.
Yeah, but I feel like with that episode too, the writers are just like, fuck this. Let's just make someone really, really overpowered and just see what the hell happens, because
How does-
whatever.
Well, there's
You're
so
right.
much of that. Back to Charlie X,
True.
you know, like they just and then when
They always have fun with it, though. I like the
Fucking-
mystery of like, how are they going to figure this out?
did we
That's why Adonis
cover
sucked.
Did we cover the guy who got like super magic powers, or is that going to be in season 3? The dude
Super
who
magic powers.
he like Gary something or other. He was a never mind.
Not 7.
No. They mention it. There's a Lower Decks episode where they reference it a bunch. He encounters strange energies and gets powers. They have to
no,
drop a
I think
boulder on his head.
Oh, no, that's season 3.
It's gotta
They
be.
drop a lot of boulders on people's heads.
Especially the Gorn. So then season 2, episode 3 is
Changeling.
another good one. I didn't really like Who Mourns for Adonis either.
yeah.
In fact, I don't even think we were doing our ratings at this point yet. It was Apollo.
But we both were just like, this kind of felt slow.
yeah,
And the ending just being like, okay, we'll blow up the building.
yeah, and
then
that's
they
where his
just
power
blow it up, and
was.
that's it. That's the end.
And he's
it's
like, I'm
okay.
out of here.
So wait, what was the changeling about?
dude,
the probe,
Nomad.
Oh yeah,
I am Nomad. What was Nomad's deal? Do you remember Nomad's deal?
I just remember him screaming "Nomad" a lot.
Look at your book. You look at the compendium. You got. You
yeah,
have the
that's right, the book.
Ackerman tome. So
see.
what I remember is the Enterprise encounters a space probe that's like super power, another OP fucking entity that they encounter. And Nomad is an artificially intelligent Earth probe with a murderously twisted imperative.
Oh, that's right.
He's cleansing
It's
the
logic
galaxy.
one. It was the one with all the cool shots too, of like the monster POV, of like the perspective of the robot
Nomad
going
moving
down
around,
those-
like,
yeah,
dude.
that was really freaky too. How it just floats and it doesn't have any legs.
Yeah, good
Kirk
stuff.
beats it with the logic thing where it's like, your creator is shitty, therefore you are shitty. You must kill yourself because you're so shitty.
Yes, and Nomad's like, but okay.
I guess.
Nomad. Why don't
Fascinating.
I have that on the soundboard?
Yeah,
I'm gonna put
You should
together
look
some
that up.
Nomad effects for the soundboard. But yeah, the Changeling,
That's
good
what
stuff.
I remember. Yeah.
I don't think I have my rating for that, but we'll get to the ratings on the next episode, I think, which of course, fucking landmark episode. IMDb
Mirror,
that I'm
mirror.
looking at even has it as top rated. And it is a transporter accident.
Oh, yes.
Places Captain's Kirk landing party in an alternate universe where the Enterprise is in the service of a barbarically brutal empire. And the Paramount Plus synopsis for this one was... oh shit, I went past it. Anyway, yeah, this was a good one. This is where we see the mirror universe. Kirk, Scott, McCoy, and Uhura enter a parallel universe. That kind of undersells it.
Yeah, right.
And so they go to where the Terrans are with the evil Federation, where it's like the fucking Klingons and are the Klingons in the mirror universe in
no,
this?
it's the mirror universe is that the Enterprise is evil, right?
Well, yeah, but it's like it's not the Federation. It's they're called what? What do they call it? Hold on here. This might be. You know what I'm talking about? They called it something.
They had a different name. You're right.
I'm looking to see here.
The book, the compendium, just keeps saying the Parallel Federation.
Yeah, the Parallel Federation, and they've got agonizers.
Oh,
like they
yeah.
punish them by like he's like yeah, fine, you can fucking blast Chekhov with the agonizer, whatever. And then the agonizer is like a thing that just hurts them until they die. And that was a good episode. I liked it. I love evil Spock. Like, remember how evil Spock was like, I don't want to be the captain. Stop fucking up. Like he's just desperately trying to make, because Kirk gets over there and immediately is acting not like an evil Captain Kirk.
Yeah, exactly.
And my favorite part about this episode,
right, because that's how Spock knows too.
so my favorite part of this episode is it just cuts to, so Kirk and Uhura and McCoy have been over in this mirror universe. and then it cuts to the actual Enterprise in the regular universe, and it's just Spock has immediately figured out that they're evil.
Oh, yeah.
And is like marching them to a holding cell, and evil Kirk is like, I'll kill you! I'll kill you, you Vulcan swine!
Yeah, he's just like, this definitely is not our Kirk or our Uhura.
Yep, and he figures it out.
Chekhov.
He figures it out right away.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's what makes the episode so good. I already figured out the B plot.
Yeah, and I feel like I gave that one
That
like
was cool,
a
though,
4.
how they weaved in and out of that situation.
Dude, I have my... I said don't forget
I'll
ratings.
have to watch that one again.
Yeah, I think I gave it like a 4 or some shit. It was good. And however...
I liked it, but there was a lot of highlights this season, too.
I'm conflicted about the Mirror Mirror episode because I feel like the Mirror universe can be really bad and is also good sometimes.
It could have been
like
shit,
shows
but...
like I didn't really like how Enterprise used the Mirror universe, but I did like how Discovery used it. You know, like so it's like it has its and it all has its roots back here.
True.
Which brings us to season 2, episode 5, The Apple.
The Apple.
What do you remember about this one?
It was the one with... Was it the one with the snake cave?
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, and they all
Snake
had
cave,
their little
motherfucker.
antennas.
At least, yeah, because that's how they communicate. Or the one guy did. I can't remember if they all had antennas or just the guy who spoke for the...
That's true. For the snake god or whatever. And they went down and threw their offerings down the snake cave throat.
And it's just a computer?
Yeah. And
It's
that was
always
another
just
one of like, we'll just blow it up, right? Is that what they end up doing?
I can't remember what they end up doing.
Let me look it up in the compendium.
Yeah, I don't want to be one of those podcasts that just reads the Wikipedia or reads the Memory Alpha entries.
True.
So like having the compendium is better because it's legit. It's analog. What do they do at the end, Al?
After the major battle with the villagers, Mr. Spock's encounter with the lightning bolt, the starship phasers destroy Val.
Oh, Val.
Val. Yeah, Val.
Val. He is Vol. That's what the guy said with the antennas on his neck.
Oh, and then the Vol is draining the Enterprise ship as well.
Yeah.
So then I guess they fight.
It is another one where they just blow up the thing.
Well, yeah, but what I was saying, and I'm guarantee you I said it in the podcast, was that it's a way more interesting. We get the villagers, we get the cool makeup, we get the cool little stories of them throwing shit in the snake neck, and you're like, what's going on?
Yeah, man. It's that snake neck fucking...
People. I like the orange people. And then there's that great line where Kirk's like, you don't have children? The village is like, what do you mean? And he's like, you know, little ones.
Like from fucking?
Sex.
Like from sucking and fucking.
And they're like, nope, never heard of that.
No, we also don't die.
Yeah, that's true.
So that was the Apple.
The Apple. Okay.
What's
this next one here?
Doomsday Machine. It's fucking killer.
Which was...
So that's the one where a machine that destroys planets threatens the Enterprise. This is what's his ass.
Was on its way to Earth or whatever, right?
Wait.
Or is that the movie?
That's the movie. This is Commodore Decker. This is Bonkers Decker who takes over the Enterprise.
It was the worm, right?
Yeah, space
the
worm.
Big worm, the space worm.
And
this
he
was
leaves,
a solid episode.
Yeah, he leaves Kirk. Decker leaves Kirk stranded on his busted ass ship. That's the one where he beamed his crew down.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. This is the one where the starship captain beams his crew down to the planet, thinking that he'll save them. But then the planet explodes because space worm. But then there's another episode further down the line where a space captain teleports down to a planet with a bunch of people thinking he's like, oh, I'll find some space to save them. And then he ends up bringing, what is it? He brings the whole crew down and kills them all on the planet too.
Oh yeah, no, that's the one. That's Bread and Circuses.
Bread and Circuses.
Yeah, he's slow.
But that one's a little longer.
Yeah, it's a little different.
But I'm sure there's one where a captain goes down away from the ship,
and then the ship blows up.
Right?
It's definitely happened. Yeah. The Federation has been around for 100-something fucking years.
Yeah, that one was a banger too, though. This was like the first seam in the fold where the classic Kirk or the classic trope of Kirk being like, oh yeah, he was my friend in the academy, or I knew them from the academy.
Yeah, dude.
They were very well respected and they were very smart.
And
jeez.
William Wyndham,
Fucking
who played Commodore Decker, absolutely destroys it. Yeah, it's fucking great.
That was a
Great
good
episode.
Yes, that was Balance of Terror levels.
Yes,
I would say.
I definitely.
Yeah.
That was. It was certainly like
was scary, too.
It was certainly like a 4.5 out of 5, or close to a 5. Great stuff. It was kind of scary. Yeah. Then
what's the next one?
Halloween. What episode would it be?
It was the cat one.
Cat's Paw.
Cat's Paw, yeah.
So first, let's talk about the title for a second. Cat's Paw. There should be a hyphen, right? Or there should be an apostrophe. But it's one word. Cat's Paw.
Cat's Paw.
But it's like it should be cat apostrophe s paw. Like
maybe
like a cat's paw.
Cats.
But even then there would be a space, right? Like you don't say clown's car.
Clown's car.
I'm going to now.
Casper.
Yeah, so this is a cool episode because it actually premiered on Halloween.
Casper.
Oh, there you go.
No, that's too much.
No, it is. That doesn't make any sense.
Giving them a lot.
So basically, this episode was like a Star Trek Halloween special, basically.
Yeah.
Because they run into these aliens who build this whole like simulation for Kirk and whoever else goes down. Where they are...
it's like a haunted house, basically, the setup.
And what they're going to do is they're going to go... The aliens are going to go back to Earth and kill everybody, right? Isn't that what he's going to do? And
something about killing humans.
And then at the end, the aliens are like these little like pipe cleaner. Somebody on a Facebook post said a pipe cleaner Ray Harryhausen stop motion puppet. Yeah, there's just those little things at the end. So these
and the cat in the hallway,
and the lady who changes costumes by like just spinning around, and she's like wearing the clown fucking dress. God damn, yeah, and that's the one that's got the Enterprise in the lucite cube because they paralyzed the Enterprise.
That would be cool to have.
And then in the end, they are the supremely powerful beings are outsmarted by Kirk. And company, and that was a good one too.
Yeah, these are probably silly. Yeah,
there was a good little run. They were on a good run. Let me skip ahead on the IMDb here.
Let's see what was after.
We got a Doomsday Machine, then Cat's Paw, and then a little episode where we meet. They bring back a guest star. A little character named Mud.
Mud's Women, right?
No, this is I Mud. Mud's Women was the first season episode. This is I Mud, and I gave this a 3.5. Not a lot of action.
Yes, but it does get very silly in the second half.
There it is. I even say lots of goofiness.
Yes.
So there you go.
Fucked.
The synopsis is a takeover leads Kirk to his old nemesis, Harry Mudd.
Yep.
Because Mudd is trapped on a planet of androids, right?
Yeah.
And they're all hot. They're like hot men and women, different models of androids.
And then the androids are just like, Mudd is a shitty model. We needed more humans. That's why we need you here.
Yeah, dude. And it was all a trap.
And at first you think Mudd is the one that's in charge because like he's quote unquote ordering the androids, and the droids were like, nope, we were just in it for ourselves.
And they've got that android of his wife, that he like
that's right.
because he can shut her off, and then they make a bunch of them at the end.
4 or 5, yeah.
And Kirk,
like, that's kind of fucked up.
They end up and the Enterprise crew, they have to act illogically or all like cuckoo banana pants.
Exactly.
And that confuses the androids' logic circuits.
I referenced it too though. The Austin Powers and the way he fucks up the sex robots.
Oh, that's where it came. Yeah, this is where they got that for
great.
sure.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
I even say in my notes, classic robot head smoking situation. When Kirk says, "I am not programmed to respond in that area," and then they just leave. Yes. They just leave Mudd there, and I kind of thought that's sort of inhumane. Like, I mean, even though they sucked, they should have like brought him back to the Federation to stand trial, and they just like leave him there to be like just tortured by robots.
I can imagine the superiors just being like, so you never brought him back?
Oh, they wouldn't even tell him. They probably wouldn't even say nothing.
A little black book that they have.
Dude, there's so many things Kirk doesn't tell the Federation about. And so now we get to season 2, episode 9, which aired on November 10th, 1967, Metamorphosis. Do you remember what the fuck Metamorphosis was about, buddy?
It's the cloud one?
Yes! Right. While returning to the Enterprise aboard the shuttlecraft, Kirk, Spock, McCoy, and a seriously ill Federation diplomat find themselves kidnapped by an energized cloud. And Spock touches it, and it zaps him. And it's like, don't touch the cloud, Spock, you fucking dum-dum. And this is where we meet Zephram Cochrane.
Oh, yeah, because he comes out of nowhere, right?
And Al, who is Zephram Cochrane? Do you know?
He was the first man who discovered warp.
He was the first human to fly at warp speed.
And he goes out in such a metal way, too. He was like, I'm not going to fucking die and bury my body on Earth. So that's why I just decided to just fucking gun it. He just die in space.
He just went warp and just left.
Yeah.
And
damn.
He ended up getting found by this supremely powerful entity that's like location locked to this area. Mm-hmm. Which is kind of interesting because they're...
Oh my God, that's right.
Yeah, they meet... No, dude.
It's all coming back.
This is the podcast, bro. Like, that's what we're doing.
No, I was thinking of the other Cloud episode too, though. The one where that traumatized Kirk or whatever back then. Yeah. And it smelled like honey.
Yes. Was that in season 1?
No, that's season 2, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, wow. We'll find out.
I don't know. Yeah, I guess we'll find out. And then, no, so this Cloud turns into a chick, right? And then gets with Zephram Cochrane, and they like go off in the distance.
Yeah, Zephram Cochrane decides that they're just gonna stay there.
Yeah,
and because if they left, she would live like a mortal existence and die. But also, it's like they don't talk about how long that would be. So like, okay.
Well, also his entire motivation was trying to get off the planet, right? And then at the very end, he was like, I don't know, I'd do her. I'm gonna stay, guys. And it's
because he also knows that when he leaves, he's gonna age all that time too. Immediately
so it's just like that would be pretty fucked up. He just fucking collapses. And
so they end up just leaving him there.
Win-win. It's kind of what is it called? It's like the menagerie.
A little bit,
but if they stayed on the planet, instead
Cochrane explains to the companion
he would still stay. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So Cochrane explains to the companion. The companion was the thing. Mm-hmm. And then I just want to take a look.
And then Cochrane was like, I know what it's thinking, but I don't know why. It was weird.
At the end.
Kirk's like, what?
This is another thing they keep from Starfleet.
Yeah, that's
Zephram
right.
Cochrane is like, hey, Kirk, don't tell him about me. Oh, and the sick lady. That's right. So the space being possesses the body of the dying Federation person.
It's not that she turns into a hot chick.
She possesses the body of a dying woman.
Wasn't the dying woman a fan of Zephram Cochrane anyways? She was like, oh, he's dope. I don't care.
I can't remember.
I know weird.
That sounds
like,
weird.
Fucking crazy.
It does sound weird.
I mean, why else would she do it?
They're on an asteroid.
She comes back and she had a kid, dude. Her son. Remember, we were like, what if her mom?
Just tell him where the planet is. Right? And you can go visit her.
Oh, that's true. Hey, yeah, there we go.
Her and Cochrane hit it off in a weird way. Let me feel the earth against my feet, she says. But yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
Kirk and the gang put a button on the story with Cochrane before they take off. Lots of love talk, and then they just leave him there. The end.
This season's crazy. I forgot about that one. And then the next one's Journey to Babel.
Ooh, girl. Yeah. I reposted that in the Facebook group because
that was when I was Spock's family.
Oh, dude, Sarek and reunion. Amanda. Dude.
Spock's dad gets accused of murder.
Spock's mom is an attractive lady as well. Yeah, that's right. She's very hot.
No, it was so funny, too, when Spock's father's like, I'd kick your ass if I wasn't so logical. And then he just dies like 2 minutes later. And he's like, it was a Vulcan neck pinch.
Dude,
it's pretty, I don't know.
Fucking rules. the whole like Sarek seeing Spock for the first time on the Enterprise, and then Kirk being like, "My family is here." Kirk says, "Spock, I'm surprised you didn't put in for leave to go down and see your family." He's like, "That's my dad."
He's like, "What?"
There's some really funny stuff with the Spock character and in Strange New Worlds. In Strange New Worlds. It's really fucking funny, good Spock stuff. But yeah, good episode. Love Sarek.
How does he not end up being the prime suspect?
He was having
he
was having a bunch of heart attacks. Remember that?
Yeah, and he's like, I was busy having a heart attack.
Spock had to take an experimental drug. Yeah, he said I was having a heart attack. I couldn't be the killer. And then they look at his medicals and see that he did.
Yeah.
And so Sarek needs lots of blood, so they give Spock a drug that makes him make more blood.
Oh, yeah. And then he goes, oh, your mom would never understand how logical we are.
Yeah, dude. Fucking love it.
That's how it ended, yeah.
Good episode.
That was a good one, though.
Now, this next one, gun to my head, could not tell you anything about it. Friday's Child.
This was the one where the lady gets pregnant, and then they were like, we must keep that baby alive because it's innocent. And I was like, Adam, they just like totally interrupted this whole fucking planet just because they wanted to. And even the wife's like, oh, fuck this kid. I don't want it.
Yeah, it's like, so
that one was so good.
So they find this warrior.
Ponytails, right?
Yes, they find the Federation clashes with the Klingon Empire over mining rights on Capella 4. A sudden coup between its warrior-minded inhabitants forces Kirk's party to flee with the now dead leader's pregnant wife. Bones delivers the baby.
Ah, that's right.
And then Bones like tries to convince the wife to love the baby.
Yes.
I didn't like it.
No, and then isn't he take over as like
he's like a surrogate dad or something?
It's so
he's
weird.
Like,
it's a weird.
It's ending. Like half his baby when they leave.
Yeah, that one was bizarre because Bones was obviously sassy as always with all of his patients, but then he warms up to her after. Super weird.
And she warms up to him too because
true.
Because she's like she was being exiled because of why? Remember she was
because the husband died. She was like, I lost. I must die along with my baby. And they're like, no.
Kirk offers to fight the Klingon for control of the mineral.
And then they had that sick weapon, where they just like flick their wrist.
Yep.
Yeah, it was a little Civil War. That was interesting. Yeah, it was. They like hike through the mountains and shit, and then she has a baby in the mountains.
Yeah, and then
they hike back down.
And she slaps Bones a bunch, and he slaps her.
Yes, exactly. It was fucked.
The old slap-a-rooney. And that was Friday's Child. I think I gave that like a 3.5 babies. 3 pips. Mid. Yeah. I called it a mid-plus episode. That would be not the top shelf at the dispensary.
It's a cut above the Adonis, I would say.
Oh, definitely.
But yeah, that's where I'd place it.
Then we get to season 2, episode 12, which aired on December 8th, 1967, titled The Deadly Years.
Oh,
do you remember that one?
It was the aging one, right?
Accelerated aging affects the senior officers.
And we were all like, oh, it's hilarious how Kirk just happens to be the one that ages the best out of the entire Enterprise.
Right?
And then he has dementia and can't make decisions as a captain.
Just also,
that is brutal.
It's just such an outlandish thing because there would never be leaders that are that old that might have compromised. Oh wait, no shit.
Could you imagine?
We only we have to choose between 2 accelerated age Kirks.
Yeah,
at the end of this year,
they will beat the record that they set last time,
dude. And they're just okay. So anyway, but yeah, so Kirk gets old, and they have a court martial where they're like, "You can't be the captain anymore." Spock ends up having the best aging. Because of his Vulcans are long lived.
Spock ends up being lucid the longest, correct?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
So yeah, content warning if you go back to watch that. It's a lot of dementia stuff. It's real sad watching Kirk fucking lose his mind.
He gives commands twice and all that.
Kirk becomes grumpy is one of my notes. That was good. That was an okay episode. 3.5 I said I gave it.
Maybe it's like some potion or some science shit and they figure it out.
Can you remember?
The Deadly Years? No, I don't. Yeah. I think they take something.
Yeah.
That Bones makes?
Yeah, hold on here. Bones and Kirk and everyone get a shot of adrenaline, and it could cure or it could kill.
Yeah.
And Kirk's, don't give me your Vulcan details, Spock. Give me the shot. Jim takes the first shot. There's an awesome shot as Kirk writhes while the adrenaline takes hold.
He's like, I don't give a shit.
And then he comes into the bridge at the last minute as Commodore. There's a Commodore who took over.
That's right.
Because they were like on an important mission, and that guy like froze up and was about to fucking get everybody killed. And Kirk comes onto the bridge and he's young again, and he's like, "Let's go!" All of his skin just snapped right back into place.
I got her back, Scotty.
I got her back, Scotty. God, that's one of the, I love that you love that line so much, because that's like one of the great lines that everybody talks about that movie. Funny, I got her back, Scotty.
It's like such a fucked up relation. It's abusive.
Season 2, lucky number 13 is Obsession, and this is Kirk is determined to hunt down a vampiric entity he failed to destroy in his past.
This is the evil cloud.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Kodos shit from the first season, where it's like something out of Kirk's past is
haunting
back
him
to threaten the Enterprise.
Yes.
But do you remember why it was just luck that they ran into it? Or
it was luck, I think they ran, yeah.
And it smelled like, what did it smell like? Sweet honey.
Honey, yep. They're like, I taste honey, and then some red shirt died.
And then they just get killed. They get trained, and they're all like, they're all desiccated and such. They got no moisture.
Yeah.
Spock says God had nothing to do with it. His cross-circuiting saved the captain. At the end, Kirk is like, thank God or whatever, and Spock is like, Scott had nothing to do with it. I fucking saved your ass. And yeah, there you go. So that was that was a good one.
One's all right. Yeah.
The smelling. I remember on the podcast,
like the cloud possessing the lady more. That was a funnier, better episode.
I remember on the episode I talked about how sick, sweet smell of honey was like a way that they described like dead stuff smelling in Jurassic Park sometimes. Do you remember what an episode, season 2, episode 14, A Wolf in the Fold is about?
Yes, this was the demon who possesses people who turned out to leave the person's body to go into the Enterprise computer. Dun dun dun. Oh, what is Jack the Ripper's soul? It's like, what the fuck?
It's like, so this ancient entity
just goes off.
And I don't think we figured out if it was like born with Jack the Ripper or if it was from the like it had been inhabiting beings.
And then the line that's perfect though, Kirk was like, when the human race came out into space, it might have brought some spiritual things with it as well.
It brought something with it. That is the tagline for a horror movie.
Seriously?
Like, when humankind went out into space, they brought something with them.
Whoops.
Space ghost.
Serial killer souls.
Right? And Scotty is on trial for it. And they do a seance.
Do you know
it's
what
a
I
lot.
just pictured? Do you remember that scene in Ghostbusters, right? When the environmentalist guy, like Walter Peck ends up blowing up that
the
machine and all the
containment
souls come out.
Yeah.
One of the souls just flies out into space and goes into
there you go. And now he's Jack. He was like, "Ooh, I was captured for a little while." So there was a great.
That was a wild.
I gave it a 4.5. I loved it. Starts with belly dancing, ends with and. Every time Scotty is like, he looks more guilty. Like every time the lights go out, they come back on. Scotty's like holding a dead lady and the knife that killed her. And he's like pointing the knife at her. And he's like, I don't know.
Something took over me.
And they talk about a substance 20 times harder than a diamond. All right. That was the Jack the Ripper episode. Which brings us to, or that was A Wolf in the Fold, which brings us to
the Trouble
with Tribbles. 4.5 Tribbles. I gave this one. We all know this episode.
And the reproductive stuff.
Oh, dude, Bones studying that Tribble is so funny. And
all those tribbles falling on Kirk.
And Uhura. And also, when all those tribbles fall on Kirk, most of them are dead.
Yeah.
So it's just a bunch of dead tribbles. It's
He's like, oh, wait, they're dead.
Just imagine that those were like puppies or something. Like, just like all these dead tribbles just come out of a compartment.
Just knocking.
Fucking ridiculous. Great episode, though. One of the best for many reasons. It's got
Wild.
It's got all the trappings of a great Trek, an unexpected something or other that gums up the works of the Enterprise, a wily space merchant.
Yes,
that's
my favorite guy.
Yeah, and he's always like, I'm doing that.
He's got his 2 drinks in the bar fight.
The bar fight scene.
Was pretty good.
Yeah, you could tell that they were real proud of that. But yeah, good episode. Trouble with Tribbles, one of the best. And we also it is also referenced in Deep Space Nine.
Oh yeah,
they go back. Oh, dude, there's a great shot in A Wolf in the Fold that they have on the IMDb for it. That top down of them around the seance table. I'm just clicking through the IMDb's to get to Trouble with Tribbles, where it's Kirk with a bunch of Tribble skeletons. All right,
the Gamesters of Triskelion. That sounds
this?
like a DLC or something,
right? And that's when he fought / became friends / I think kissed that lady that looks like Lady Gaga.
That's right.
The actress who plays
some American Gladiator shit, right?
Angelique Pettyjohn played Shauna, and she looks just like Lady Gaga in this episode.
She got stabbed, didn't she?
Right? Yeah, she definitely dies at the end. And remember, that's Kirk. He's Kirk.
Like, freedom.
He stands behind her and puts his hands on her shoulders, Joe Biden style. Ugh. And he's like, that's freedom out there in the stars.
You feel this freedom on your shoulders?
Yeah, because they're the slaves of the they're the fighting slaves of the brain people, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So they're like trapped with some collars or whatever.
We are glowing brains. Yeah. That's how one of them talks. We are the glowing. We bet 9 quatloos. 10 quatloos. We are glowing brains. And yeah, at the end, it's awesome glowing brains, and Kirk tricks them, of course, as usual.
And they get out of it,
and they cheese it the fuck out of there. And let me see how that resolved. You will leave us now to go back to the lights in the sky. Let's last smooch with Gaga. She did live. I think she lived.
Oh, I thought she passed.
Maybe I could be wrong.
Maybe she stays on the planet.
Oh, she definitely stays on the planet. But
peace out.
And this is one of the rare episodes that doesn't end with the bridge crew like laughing it up. She lives. She looks out and says, "I will learn and watch the lights in the sky and remember." And that's how it ends. Sad. Hot Lady Gaga from the 60s.
She could have stayed on the crew.
Well, cool. I don't know. They couldn't. I don't think they could bring her with because of like, what is it called? Not the Prime Directive, but I guess I don't know.
No, that was also funny. Like the reason in season 1 why they wouldn't bring the pilot. They're like, there's so much new information. The pilot will never learn. His head will blow up.
He's not. I'm pretty sure it's so funny.
So dumb.
It's so funny because I think that I could pretty easily assimilate into a future society. I'd just be like, I just wave my arm and this happens, or okay, cool. Like, I have a fucking imagination.
I guarantee you they still have file system organization storage in the future.
You definitely have a file tree.
There's a recycling bin. There's, new folders, cut, copy, paste. Come on.
Absolutely, yes. That was the Gamesters of Triskelion.
Yes.
And now we get to a real banger.
Oh, yeah.
Gangster Planet. A piece of the action. What happens in a piece of the action, Al? I don't want to...
They land on this planet here, and they get held up by a couple of gangsters and stuff, and one of them's like, freeze, and Spock's like, what do you mean?
Yeah, these are like 1920s Tommy gun toting Italian gangsters.
And so then they get even more captured by these gangsters, and then I think Spock or Kirk, one of them opens a book, and they're like, oh, wow, it seems like the last crew that was here left this book that just happened to be about the histories of the mob from the 1940s to the 60s or something.
Yeah, from like the 1910 to the that's fine. It definitely covers the 20s because they're all
right.
Hilarious,
gangsters,
just fucking hilarious.
They LARP as gangsters.
That's got the guy who's like, he's like, I got rights.
Yeah,
the guy he's like a Tim Robinson character, and the planet is run by a bunch of mafia bosses.
Yeah, and the bosses try to convince the Enterprise to help them.
And then Kirk basically says, "Look, you're all gonna be under me now." And then he fucks off and leaves, and he never thinks twice.
Yeah.
Kirk basically was like, all right, you're going to be reporting to us in the Federation now, see? So you're all going to make sure that you're working together. And then he's planning on. He was like, he told Spock, "I'll put the money. I'll invest the money in something or whatever." And it's just so fucked up because, like, dude, you just left. Like, you didn't. There's probably novels about him going back.
Yeah, didn't give him another book or anything to read.
I did.
He played the game and dipped.
I don't think that they helped them advance at all.
Oh no.
Even though they could have fixed it, there is great.
They probably just wanted to live.
There's a great shot of Leonard Nimoy, Spock in a suit, like a nice gangster suit, holding a Tommy gun, and Bones is standing next to him in his Starfleet uniform, holding a fucking Tommy gun. Rules. Oh, and then immunity syndrome is next. What?
Oh, that is a great
episode. Yeah. Immunity syndrome, where they
like, it is. What if it's us? What if we're the disease in this thing called space?
Yeah, we are. For sure. They like, what if we're the baddies? We are.
Yeah, that was
that's just it. It always are. They find a giant space amoeba that threatens the entire galaxy.
It's a lot of megalophobia, where it's like something that's really big, makes you real scared.
And it's a single cell organism that's massive, the size of like a bunch of fucking thousand planets or whatever. And it's going to divide, and then that'll keep dividing. And it's from outside of our universe. Whoa. So they're saying that it's going to divide and then take over all the matter in the universe. So they have to destroy it.
Because it was draining the Enterprise.
Yeah. And so they,
don't they go in it and blow it up?
Yeah, they have to go into it, and Spock, they think Spock is dead.
Yeah, that's right.
And then as they're flying by, they're like, "Oh no, he's right there."
Yeah.
When they're leaving, they're like, "Oh, he's not dead. No, we got him. He's right there."
And Spock's like, don't do a detour for me. Don't pick me up. And Bones is like, "Shut up, Spock. We're picking you up. Damn it.
Shut the fuck up, Spock." That's one of the.
Grabbed him.
They to great effect. They use that pulsing heartbeat sound effect that they use, the boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, it's another tense one. Not like the earthworm or not like the space worm one, but I do like immunity syndrome a little more than the space worm one in terms of like sheer terror. Yeah,
and they shoot a probe at the thing. Probe returns. It's covered in space. Oh yes, the nucleus of the thing is covered in space debris because it's just eating all the planets and shit.
And it's all like compacting in that one spot.
Oh, and that's where they have there's always a countdown in that episode. They're like saying amounts of time like constantly because they only have so much time before it divides or before the thing explodes, etc. And then they're on their way to shore leave at the time when they get waylaid by the space bug.
That was a banger episode.
Great.
Yeah,
that was such really a good one. Immunity syndrome. Then after that, which aired on this episode aired on February 2nd, 1968, A Private Little War.
Yep.
That's the one.
Was a meh.
It's got a lot going on. It's got a lot going for it. It's got the witch lady.
Yeah, that's
true. Kirk and the crew go back to look in on this primitive people that Kirk was embedded with at one point, and we find out that Kirk told one of the people in the tribe that he's from fucking space and shit.
Yeah,
and so they meet this. It's got the Mugato, the ape with the horn, and it's got the poison. It poisons Kirk, and then the witch lady cures him, and she writhes on him and stuff.
And this was the one where they heated up where Bones was heating up those rocks too, right? For Kirk.
Yes, Bones is heating up rocks, and she sees him.
But we were laughing because we were like, they kind of figure it out twice, where it's, wait, is that A Private Little War? Or is that another episode?
No, it is. It's in this episode.
They encounter guns, right?
So Kirk thinks that everybody on this planet still should be tribal and primitive, and the people in the city and the people in the village and the people in the outskirts got along fine. But now the people in the village have flintlock rifles, and the people in the outskirts do not. And
they're
Kirk
getting shot.
And Kirk is like, how are they getting these flintlock rifles? It's too fast for them to develop it.
Yeah,
and there's a Klingon ship out in orbit. And so they're like, oh, the Klingons must be giving them flintlock rifles. But then they go and look at the forge, And they're like, yeah, they have a forge to make flintlock rifles, but these rifle barrels couldn't be machined with this forge. This material, and we already knew at that point that it was the Klingons because they showed us in the scene before the Klingon talking to one of the villagers, and the villager is like, the people got a taste for killing. They might like it.
Yeah, it was really like on its or repetitive in terms of that. But otherwise, the episode was really funny with the witch. I do agree. And the way she was, fucking shit up in that episode. And also what was it called? The explanation of the Romulan saying like, the barrel is longer, therefore it'll the bullet will go further.
Oh, the Klingon.
The Klingon, excuse me, yeah.
Yeah, he's saying you'll kill way more with this gun.
That was pretty funny.
Fucking assholes.
And then Kirk's, idea to be like, you know what? If they already have guns, let's just give both sides guns, have them figure it out.
Mutually assured destruction kind of thing. And it's just such a fucking stupid... No, you take the guns away from the other side and you turn the Klingons in and say, they broke the fucking treaty, motherfuckers. Like, I don't know why Kirk decides to not do the Federation thing that time. And that was a private little war. Private because he doesn't tell anybody about it. And then we get to February 9th, 1968. You're watching television with your family at 10 p.m. on a Friday on the East Coast, and you see Return to Tomorrow. Telepathic aliens take over Kirk and Spock's bodies. This is the one where the guy's in Kirk and he's like, I can feel again. The air is so airy and good. Shatner gets to really fucking ham it up. It's great, weird vocal performances by the actors. And this is the one that guest stars the lady who's in Next Generation in the future.
Oh, that's right. Yes. God, there's so many like episodes that they are all possessed or... some alien takes over this or that. I'm trying to force and piece them together.
I liked this one.
I do remember this though,
because in the end, she's like, I don't care about pain, and then she hurts Bones, and she's like, wait, that sucks. I shouldn't do that, and that's it. Like that's it.
Yeah.
And that was a Return to Tomorrow. Oh, and that was we think that those entities are like. We may have evolved from them because they sent out explorers thousands of years ago, just like with the Greek god guy. And then we go a week ahead to episode 21 of season 2, Patterns of Force.
Oh gosh, this one, yeah.
Enterprise is sent to planet Echoes to investigate the disappearance of Oh yeah, this is Nazi planet.
Yep, Nazi planet. Another blank planet episode here.
And this one this is where the Federation guy was like, I didn't want them to be Nazis. I just wanted them to take the good things from the Nazis, like the efficiency and shit.
I thought if I used the almanac for every Nazi way, and just take out the bad sections.
He was just like,
it's like, no.
He was like, it turns out he wanted them to be Nazis because he was a Nazi. At the end, it's like, he's like, Spock is like, how could a man as brilliant as John Gill fuck this up? And it's like, he's just a Nazi. I don't know. No, it's fine.
Oh my gosh, that was funny though.
Spock lists a bunch of human warlords, and Kirk's like, we've just been through one civil war. Let's not start another. And I don't remember what the closing shot is, but my notes say great closing shot. And then we get to episode 22 of season 2. By Any Other Name. A rose by any other name is as sweet. Extragalactic beings commandeer the Enterprise in an attempt to return home. This is where they're
like, our grandchildren will make it back.
Yes, they run into some people who are sitting on a planet, and they're from a different universe. They're from like the Beta Quadrant or something. They're from somewhere else.
Their trip back home is planning to be so long that their grandchildren will know what to do.
Yeah, they were a generation ship.
Creepy.
And they have the belts that
can do anything.
Yeah, the belts that control people's minds or freeze them.
Yeah,
and it's basically like
and then they all get tricked though.
Well, they end up being humans.
Yeah, exactly.
They end up being like, well, it turns out we were fucking humans, or we're basically we're vindictive and petty, and we feel pain. Like they
one gets really drunk. Another one makes out with Kirk, And then one, what was the other one?
Bones
one
makes
gets
him crazy.
freaked out by the doctor.
Bones makes him crazy by like makes him a hypochondriac.
Yeah.
He's like, you got to get all
And
these
then
shots.
the fourth one is jealous of the other one making out because Spock leads him on. Spock's like, how long have you known this lady friend from years?
Kirk is definitely gonna put it in your fucking lady, dog. Like, and he's just like, what? Put it? What?
What is putting in
what?
where?
What? Oh yeah, and that guy's like, I don't understand kissing, and she's like, I will show you.
Yeah.
And then he's like, fine, I'm into it.
And Spock's like, usually when you're distracted, you make up shitty chess moves, and he loses the game and all that.
Yeah.
Just to play onto his feelings. Very smart episode.
Yeah, it's also a good episode where it splits everybody off to have their own things. And like Scotty gets really drunk with the guy, and it's very funny. He drinks like 300-year-old whiskey.
Oh yeah,
that he hides in a helmet.
Like, I was gonna save this for such a better occasion.
Yeah, instead he's got a trick an
Fuck
alien.
you for making me drink this.
And then we get to the Omega Glory, Season 2, Episode 23. Do you remember anything about this?
Yeah, I'm like looking over it. Omega Glory.
They worship the American flag.
Yeah, that's right. I kind of meshed this one with a private little war in my head. I don't know why, just because of like how silly the whole village stuff is.
It makes sense.
And how did you get it was the hints of them saying, oh, it's the spoken
freedom.
word
He said freedom, and we believe in that.
Yeah, well, how did they say it though?
It was like
the people in order form a more perfect union, establish justice, but then they cut all that up.
Yeah, they didn't know the words anymore. They just knew like the sounds.
Yeah.
And then Kirk finds out that their document is a constitution. So this is a parallel Earth where there was a bad biological war.
Oh, yes, that's right.
And so there's like primitive tribal people who have
it was the Combs and the Yangs.
Yes, and it's communists and Yankees. Yeah, communists and Yankees.
Oh yeah, that was awful.
Another planet of aliens who worship human iconography, I wrote.
Your note. Freedom was a holy word. Duh.
Yeah, that's what my notes are like.
It's like that's a summation of the episode. It's pretty spot on.
Freedom was a holy word.
Oh my god.
Duh.
And then the ending of the episode though, where they're like, where they're captured and like what is it? They take out the flag and that creepy music starts playing and stuff.
Yeah. The creepy And
the creepy Star Spangled Banner music.
And I remember being like, they worship a fucking flag. Wow.
Yeah, that was rough.
Oh, and that was that the one where people turned into salt too somehow?
No, that was another episode.
Oh, okay, well,
that was how another episode started, I believe.
Oh, the Ultimate Computer, yeah.
Yes. Ultimate Computer.
The Ultimate Computer was the M5 computer.
Yes. This is the advanced AI like spaceship, but then the reference that the scientists used was his own memograms, but that didn't work.
Yeah, so it was real Elon Musk vibes because like this guy had 3 attempts to make this computer and they just didn't fucking work. Like he just couldn't make the artificial intelligence work. So then he had to imprint his human brain engrams on it, and he didn't tell anybody that that's how he did it. So he didn't actually make artificial intelligence. He just like artificially made intelligence. Like it's different. And it's and like the implication is it was not the ultimate computer unless the ultimate computer is man.
And then it was just doing war simulations.
It was doing.
Wouldn't stop.
It was doing tests with the Enterprise, and Kirk kept like taking control of the Enterprise from it, and then eventually they have to trick the spaceship. And
the nice part though was like Kirk was like they took over the ship again, right? Because the computer gave away ownership, right?
Yeah,
and then Kirk was like, turn off all the power. Let's just stay dead in the water. They won't shoot us, trust me. And the other Enterprise or the other Starfleet ships were like, well, I'm not just gonna kill a ship that's sitting there.
Yeah.
And then they started to communicate.
Oh, that's right.
Stuff.
Because the M5 computer had attacked the Federation.
Because it was doing the war sims.
And they didn't know. And I was so pissed because they're like, why is Kirk doing this? And it's like, motherfucker, you put a computer in control of his ship. It's clearly not him, you fucking idiots.
Not even 10 minutes ago, they're like, okay, we're going to start the computer simulations.
Why is Kirk doing... God, I wanted to strangle that motherfucker. Like, dude, you put a robot in charge of his fucking ship,
he
bro.
figured it out when it mattered, at the very
guess.
end.
And yeah, so then we get to Bread and Circuses just from a couple weeks ago.
We just covered at the beginning of the episode,
yeah, where they do the Coliseum fighting, where
another Coliseum,
where Spock and Bones and Kirk is just like watching, like, you think this is savage? I've seen shit that'll make you shit your fucking pants, dude. I've seen some crazy stuff out there in space.
Right.
And that's where the guy who the washout, the Federation washout, who was like a captain of a...
he saves their lives.
Yeah, he was the captain of a merchant ship. And he landed on this planet, and only like one person, the head guy of the civilization, knew he was from space. But yeah, that was a good one. Bread and Circuses.
And that was because the captain of that ship, though, brought all of his crew down one by one to get murdered, right?
Well, and
piece by piece.
And they were going to do that to the Enterprise, too.
Right.
They wanted Kirk to bring, like, well, we're going to have a rescue party. It's going to come down. Then we're going to kill them. And then the next people are going to come down.
Yeah.
And he was
Kirk called his fib out, though. So
yes.
Yeah.
The big thing that I loved about that episode was it just does a straight up explanation of the Prime Directive at the beginning. Like Kirk is basically quizzing Spock and Bones about the Prime Directive.
Yeah.
And then the Grand Emperor or whatever uses the Prime Directive against Kirk. Mm-hmm. He's like, I bet you wish you could do something, but that would violate your little Prime Directive, wouldn't it?
It's clever, yeah.
There's a lot of... And then we get to the season finale, Assignment Earth, which we talked about a little bit at the beginning. Gary Seven, Terry Garr, the Vault, the Travel Vault, that rad set of his office.
The receptionist lady.
Yeah, dude. And this
season was wild.
The typewriter that you talk to and it types.
This was better than season 1.
Yeah, you think so?
Going back through all the episodes,
it definitely
this
hits.
Was better than season 1.
I think that they really figured it out.
Yeah,
and people say season 3 is bad. I look forward to figuring that out.
Yeah,
but I really enjoyed season 2. I think that
Adonis was probably the worst one.
Yeah, you think so? But then I remember season 1 had episodes like where they're underground with that underground rock monster rug thing.
Oh, you didn't like that one?
I loved it.
One.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like it had great
that one
like
was good. Yeah,
like
that's
and then
true.
and I like while there were episodes that captured the tension of like a Balance of Terror, I don't know if there was an episode that's as good as Balance of Terror.
True.
You know, like
this season.
Well, I mean, there maybe the Space Worm one, maybe fucking
Immunity Syndrome.
Immunity Syndrome. Yeah, you're right.
That one's pretty good.
So it really feels like, maybe they had a higher percentage of hits for sure in season 2. Yeah. But they
got caught in a trap though. The whole X planet thing, where
right? They kept we found these Nazi costumes, we found these Italian mafia costumes. I'm mispronouncing Italian on purpose.
We have these Enterprise costumes, but this will be a deep V, and that's the mirror universe.
Yeah, right. But yeah, I loved season 2. I look forward to season 3.
Yeah. We'll see.
And I think, and then for the next bonus episode, we're gonna watch Star Trek 5, which I think is the Undiscovered Country. Hold on here. Star
Why
Trek
wouldn't it be a
5. Star Trek 5, The Final Frontier.
There we go.
And then let's see, Star Trek 6 would be The Undiscovered Country is 6. That was
okay. 91.
Yeah, and then the next one after that I think is Generations. So we'll see where we're at that point. But yeah,
okay, cool.
Because it's Generations, and then First Contact is 1996. God, I would love to get up to First Contact. Yeah. All right, so that's it. That's the season 2 recap.
Yeah, that's pretty dope.
I recommend Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur. Keep watching that shit. Oh, and the new Bad Batch season is fucking...
Oh, really? really?
Rips. Very good.
Oh, yeah, we did start that. I need to finish that or keep it going. What was the show I was going to recommend? I forgot what it's called. Let me look it up. It was his Vince Staples. He's a rapper. He had a TV show on Netflix that's actually pretty interesting. It's kind of like Atlanta in the sense of it's humor, but it's all kind of really abstract and just, out of the blue and nowhere. And, like, no one says, a straight-out joke, but it's, like, a bunch of weird events that happen to this character. And it's just called The Vince Staples Show.
Huh.
So, yeah, it's pretty good. I think they have a season. It's, like, 6 episodes or so. It's pretty quick.
Interesting.
But we'll see if they have a second one. It's pretty obscure humor.
Cool. Vince Staples Show.
Yep.
On Netflix. Mm-hmm. Bum. All right, so that's it, gang.
Yes.
We're gonna watch Star Trek V: The Final Frontier, and we'll be back next Sunday to talk to you about it. Do all the stuff in the bumper, and have a good one.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you. Bye. Trek in the Valley is executive produced by Adam Ordall Quinnell and Al Hirt. Theme song by Al Hirt. Recorded by Adam. Mixed and edited by Al. Check the show notes for our socials, and you can email the pod at trekinthevalley, all one word, @gmail.com. Like, subscribe, review, and always explore strange new fucking worlds.